It is still Good Morning, Anambra. And in this session, we're going to look at a very disturbing topic, which is preventing violence against women, considering what's going on in our society now and the recent one that we had about Osinachi Nwachukwu, how she was maltreated and at the end of the day lost her life. I think it's very pertinent that we'll talk about this today. Welcome. My name is Sijama, and I'm still here with Ebere Ugonna.
It's always good to be here, and it's really a sad one. Whenever we talk about topics like this, and it's unfortunate that recently a gospel artist known as Nwachukwu lost her life in this sad way, and it's something we really need to talk about. What are we really doing wrong? Where are we getting it wrong? What are the things we need to start doing, to make sure we make right decisions when issues like this comes up?
I need to save the other Osinachi's because we are sure that there are so many Osinachi's that are going through this, and then perhaps like the late Osinachi keeping quiet until the final time. Okay, joining us to look at this morning is Ogo Ezono, founder Save a Soul for African Foundation. He's a farmer and also a father, most importantly. You're welcome, Sir Ogo Ezono.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Please let us listen to this crucial issue and discussion.
Okay, and seated next to him is don't worry, let me get your name where I left it. Okay, Onyi Edokwe. Onyi Edokwe is a wife, a mother, and a founder, Young Couples Forum. Onyi, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad I'm here today.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's good to have you.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, like you have heard it, preventing violence against women is the topic for today, and we have chosen very good hands, people that are passionate about what goes on in family and how this gender issue is handled, to join us and look at it this morning. Ebere.
Well, it's going to be now.
Violence against sexual or psychological harm to women, including threats. This now, and a whole lot of people know about violence against women. How else, or what else do you need to add that could be considered as violence against women, Sir Ogo Ezono?
Thank you very much. Violence does not end in beating and assaulting. When we remember, before I go to the main answer to this question, when we remember the genesis of man and woman becoming husband and wife, in most cases and in many cultures, the man desires a woman just as other men desire the same woman. And most of those men looking for the hand of that same woman, some of them go and beg and beg and beg and even kneel down. Please consider me. Please consider me. Kneeling down, please. I will take care of you. I will love you. I will. And the same thing other people will do. And if for whatever reason this lady picks one out of the many contenders, those who are aspiring for her hand in marriage, one of them gets up and issues, whatever issue comes. You're not talking about violence. So violence to a woman may even originate from simple words that are not loving. You do not kill somebody by slapping. You do not kill somebody by beating. You do not kill somebody by assaulting. Sometimes you can kill somebody with your mouth. The words that can be piercing the heart. The words that can bring grudge. The words that can make somebody lose hope. the words that make somebody think in retrospect, remembering many better tutors that came, and for whatever reason, he is chosen. And look at how he is treating me now. The words that tells you that your parents died, I took care of you, finished education, and now you are coming to do this thing. Words like that. Those words can be more violent than beating. Okay? Mm-hmm. Not showing enough love can be violent. It's a law. Family demands that if you want cohesion, husband and wife, two principal laws. One is husband, love your wife. And if that love in all its entirety is followed, there won't be any violence. Woman, wife, respect your husband. If you love and she respects, there wouldn't be any room for violence. I know part of the early of sexual differences. Not created the same way women were created. A male. God created a how a man should be, and created a woman, not with highest wisdom, even though we have professors among women. And God gave them special gift of affection. Okay? Don't mind that by that nature also, women can speak more than a man. A man can know whatever to say and hide them in his heart. But the woman says it out as innocently as they appear come to her. Okay? But misunderstanding such remarks should never be any reason why somebody who has gone to a church or whatever union that binds them up together as husband and wife, saying that they will remain loving beds in truth, in difficulty, in health issues, and something like that. For that man to raise his hand up is a terrible thing. So what I'm trying to say is that one of other agents of violence means the word you take, your gesticulation, your reaction, your behavior. How do you care for that woman? The woman you were carrying before, now when she's pregnant, you see that she will go and cook. That is violence. Yes. A woman that is pregnant should be held by the husband. After all, before the husband got married to that woman, as a bachelor, he had been cooking. What is wrong about it? You must go and do this. I married you, I paid your dowry, I did all this. That is violence. All right.
Let me pause you there because we're coming back to you a lot. A lot will have to be, talked about this. Let me come to Onyi. Onyi, protecting women against violence. Let's begin with gender-based violence. What is it all about?
Thank you very much. Gender-based violence. That is violence that maybe a channel to maybe female gender, or sometimes men are also abused too. But because of the issue at hand, we are looking at the abuse of women, which I feel is more on the high side. Men, they have this ability to defend, they have a way of easing off. They have this ability of defending themselves more than women. Women, they are more vulnerable when it comes to this kind of abuse and violence. Just like my brother here said, gender abuse or violence does not only amount to beating. So many things are involved. Spoken words, so my financial abuse, emotional abuse. You see something like deprivation, and then a whole lot of other things. So a man might say, after I don't beat you, but then he used attitude to cripple you. He used attitude to make your life miserable. When you expect him to talk to you, he will just ignore you. When he's doing something, he doesn't put you into consideration. What you feel or what you think doesn't count. And when you are being treated like that, you begin to feel, am I even a fool? Maybe you begin to lose self-confidence and what on yourself. And most often when you see those kind of women, you see them living in fear, living in, I don't know how to say, their self-worths are gone. When they would defend, if you see, instead of defending themselves, they are just vulnerable. They are there because they don't know what they are going to bring up the next time. And I look at it and I say that, and you know that, I'm saying this morning that most men that abuse women, they are always manipulative in nature. You see them, they will make you feel you are the reason why they are treating you the way they are treating you. But the truth is that you have no right to treat any human being wrongly. Not to talk of the person that you've once opened your mouth and tell you love. That's not what I'm saying now. So gender abuse is any violence, any form of abuse that deprives one, a gender, be it a man or a woman, from, as in, that takes control. It's all boils down trying to subdue, take control, and manipulate the other gender.
Okay.
Coming from a man or a woman, just trying to take control, subdue, and then make the other person feel inferior, and then you are the one that is in charge of what happens in that one's life. Okay,
we are coming to that now, to look at some of the things that we have just pointed out, especially the causes of this violence against women. But before we get to that, let me ask you, Sir Ogo Ezono, this violence against women does appear that is on the increase now, I mean in the present generation, because some of us never heard anything like that. Or, okay, let me just hear, because you wouldn't have experienced, because you were not there during the time of our great-grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and all the rest of things. Why is it very common now? What is it that they did differently then that did not amount to men, you know, being violent to their women in those days?
Thank you very, very much. And I hope the world is listening to us. Listen. Our forefathers lived longer and happier life than we do now. That's what you are inferring. And we are not wrong at all. And even though we did not see them, we are research fellows, so we heard how they lived. Okay? We are informed that one does not enter into marriage without adequate personal and communal training. My father told me that before he got married to my wife, to my mother, as his wife, that he kept going to the family of my mother and giving them the impression that my family is a noble family, that he wouldn't be different, that he would take care of my mother and things like that. And then my grandfather, who was my father's grandfather, insisted that my father would come to their compound and do farm work in their place, in their farm for more than 2 seasons. Go and do farm work. Sometimes you go early in the morning. The food may not be forthcoming early enough. The water may not even be there, you know. And then sometimes as your farm may have a farm accident. How do you endure that? How do you endure that? Because you don't endure that, you cannot endure human being. Sometimes my father told me he was told to go and rear local sheep, Atolibo. You know?
That story scares me.
Yes. And then, you know, Atolibo, the local Igbo sheep can be stubborn. If you look at, if you are on the road driving, and a goat, a number of goats moving, a number of sheep moving. When a goat sees a a vehicle. It will give automatic brake and come back. But the moment the first ship is moving, another follow. Whether the vehicle is coming there, it is boom, 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 and they're moving. Okay? And sometimes when you want to pull them away from danger, or if you want to pull them from area they don't have enough fodder to go to area they have fodder. Fodder is the grass or food they eat, and they refuse. You pull them. What do? Do you beat them? Do you flog them? Or do you say, oh, come on, pet the sheep and carry that sheep and come to a better fertile land? That is the training. If they learn that and they are disciplined to have patience towards creatures of God like that, then my father told me, the announcer said, yes, you can take care of our daughter, but we discovered that you have tough temper. That time you say, oh, come out now, sure. So if that sheep is your wife, you pull her like that. He said, no, I won't do that. But that's what they have done.
Do you know, I like the way you described it.
Yes.
Because before now,
but it's true.
I used to think maybe they are considering women to be a total cheap.
That is the thing.
Okay, that's why before you get married, they will allow you to go and rear one.
It took them a long time to achieve that goal, to accessing a wife, to having access to a wife. But today, it's no longer like that. That is for the part of one part. The other part is the woman and the man. This thing they call inquiries. Ajuju. Ijuese. Okay? The parents of both families will ask questions about the people who are trying to be husband and wife. How is their family? What is the family history? Something like that. Are they prone to quick temper? Are they prone to committing suicide and things like that? These things are important. But people now take them as ancient, antiquated, and whatever, that don't matter. And they matter a lot.
Okay.
This time you go to the party and say, oh, come, baby, I love the way you dance. Hey, man, you are boogie. Could you want to marry me, baby? I said, well, I think I love you. That is the end.
Marriage is consummated.
Marriage begins, and tomorrow, when those lessons from what I have told you from the background come up, there is no patience, training on patience. There is no training on self-control. There is no reason why you should endure. Like my sister said, you have to endure. If you cannot endure as a man, you cannot marry a woman.
Okay.
My mother told me before she died, even before I got married, Ogongwam Agbange Abunwai. Women have fault in their lives. Don't always put to heart what a woman tells you. Sometimes that thing he tells you may be caused by you. Maybe you have not been treating her well, you have been disappointing her. But whatever she tells you, don't put them to heart. What we do, she taught me two things. One is, if she speaks so badly that you cannot bear, go and fetch a cup of water and put it in your mouth. And when she talks, as a man, try to cool yourself down. And then, like, if not for this water, I would have given you my own. If you cannot bear it, if like just don't pour it on her. If that is not enough, go to the wall and beat your hand. You beat your hand. Let her be wondering why you're beating your hand. But never use this hand. You say, I love you. You fiddle with her body. The mouth you use to kiss her. Never you use your hand to touch. Talk less of beating. If you do it once, you continue. And that thing frightened me. And that's a lesson for every person.
All right.
I don't know if I've said something.
All right. Yeah. Let's proceed. You've said a lot, not just something. Yeah. Well, if you're joining us, this is Good Morning, Anambra, and we have been talking critically about the topic, preventing women against violence. Well, just to also let you know that you can join the conversation this morning. The number is on your screen. If there are questions you need to ask, of course, our guests are here to answer those questions. And if there are contributions you need to contribute as regards the topic this morning, yes, we'll be glad to hear that contribution. AJ.
Yeah. Okay, let's now get to the causes of this violence. Mrs. Edokwe. What do you think is what are the causes of this violence? How can a man that said he loves you today, tomorrow become violent to you? Is there anything you do or you are doing differently that made him change his mind or start thinking that you are now looking like a punching bag and no longer a woman that he married?
Thank you very much. Let me tell you the truth. Although there are things that we can consider as causes of this violence, but the truth is there shouldn't be any cause for it. Okay. Yes, there shouldn't be any cause for it. Any man that can raise up his hand to beat the wife, I tell you, needs psychological evaluation. Anybody that can raise up his hand to hit the wife needs psychological evaluation.
Regardless of whatever the case is.
Regardless of whatever the case is. When you get married, for the fact that you've once professed love to that woman, you are meant to control your temper. Is either you have anger issue, or there is something about you that you are living now you are pouring out on that woman. Giving just like my brother here said, women will have issue with mouth. Once some women, I'm talking about some women can just, they'll be mature, they'll just ignore you, they will not say anything. But some women can even.
Those that don't talk are more deadly than the ones that talk. That if your wife don't talk, run for your life.
No. Some can actually, they will not
if
talk.
She doesn't talk,
but it doesn't mean that she's wicked. Some women are just out of mature. I've learned to give myself peace. That would just be that. I've just learned to give myself peace. What the sense of exchanging words with him? Do you understand me? She'll just ignore you, do her own things, and then move. It doesn't mean that she has another plan to maybe hurt you, or just that her personal. Maybe she learned from experience to just, why am I arguing with you? Do you understand? Especially when you're arguing with a man that thinks that the argument will never lead to anything. Some people cannot argue with them from here till tomorrow. Whatever you are saying, they've already believed what they want to believe. So some might be, maybe there's an issue, frustration. There are some things that the woman has done that he cannot just take. I always tell women when I talk with them, men don't reason like us. A man, something might just put him off. He wouldn't want to ask you, but he will be acting on that thing. Maybe at every point in time, he comes up, that once that feeling or that thought comes up, you will just irritate him and he will vent it out. Do you understand me? So some are men that have anger issue, some are men that are frustrated, some are men that are just, is what they grew up with. They learn that women are meant to be subdued, women are meant to be controlled. If she doesn't agree to what you say, just beat her up. Do you understand me? So it's not anything but if you grew up learning that a woman should be maltreated, it's not enough for you to beat your wife. If you have challenges that you are frustrated and maybe the woman is the cause of your problem, it's not enough to beat her. Okay. If you have anger issue, you should learn to deal with your anger issue. Whatever it is, there's no reason for you to hit.
So, in other words, there's no cause.
There shouldn't be
for violence against women.
Well, that actually brings me. There's a story. There's a story.
Okay.
There's a story. There's a story on the net that says this woman loves it when her husband beats her. Reason being that whenever the husband is done beating her, he goes buy ice cream and all of those things for the lady, and she says she enjoys the fact that the husband beats her because when he's done beating her, he takes her out, buy this and buy that and buy the other things. And there is this other statement from a woman on social media also that said, men, one of the ways to curb violence in marriages or, relationships, men, never marry a woman who nags and never date a woman who nags. Because why I said this is, you said there are no causes. At no situation should a man raise his hand on a lady. I don't support violence of any kind. But like the fellow lady said, a man shouldn't marry a woman who nags. What would you have to say in such regard?
No, thank you very much. Let me tell you one thing about nagging. You can marry a woman that doesn't nag, but the situation, the circumstances in the marriage will turn her into a nagging woman. And in the first instance, what is nagging?
When you are expressing yourself.
When you express, some men will frustrate you. And when you try to express yourself, they will tag it nagging. Do you understand me?
Don't look at me, you're going to...
Yes, some men, they will frustrate your life. And once you try to, please, I can't take this again. Why don't you do it this way? You have started nagging again. Remember what I told you in the first instance, that men that beat their wife, they are manipulative in nature. Do you understand me? When you want to defend yourself, is that he says you are nagging or you are challenging him? Maybe you started earning. Some men, what leads to this is inferiority complex. Like in this case now, the man that this Osinachi husband and all the stories that are trending, let me tell you, I feel for that man more than anybody, because God gave him gold. God gave him meal tickets that he would have nurtured, and I tell you, his name will be everywhere. All he needs to, he claimed he's the woman's manager. All he needs is to follow up this woman, package her very well. You are her manager. They will be calling you, booking you everywhere, all over the world, and you'll be the proud husband behind her, pushing your wife forward. But what's the problem? He has this complex. Do you understand me? He has this complex. How dare you? Look at this literate girl that I married. He doesn't have a father. You have nothing. Who are you to talk to me back? Is it because they are cheering you up? He allowed jealousy. He allowed complex to take the greater part of him. I started trying to subdue this woman. Do you understand
However,
me?
there's possibility that her influence also got to her head. Or what do you think? That's another school of thought. That's possibility that she started feeling too important all of a sudden. Ogo Ezoni might want to come in there.
That's right. That's right. You see, it's good to balance argument. It's also good to bring maturity and reality, devoid of sentiments or whatever. Okay? Fine. We continue to profess that a woman should not be violent against her husband, and the vice versa, the husband, which is more rampant, should not beat the wife. But then, we know that even God, who created man and woman as husband and wife, know that it will not be all rosy. And that same God, who created man and a woman, knows what can cause the man to be annoyed with the wife, and the wife to be annoyed with the woman. And that is why I just quote you once. He says, I don't want to be particular about the biblical reference, but you know the content. It says, a woman, you don't have control over your body. It's true that you own your breast, you own your body, you own every part of you. But use your hand anywhere to touch your body, you cannot get the arousal you will get from your husband. That's why I say your body cannot be controlled by you. They should be controlled by your husband. The same thing God tells the husband. Your body should be controlled by your wife. Okay? Fine. And God says, do not, a law, do not refuse each other. The moment you have the sacrament of matrimony, certificate of marriage, do not refuse each other. But sometimes we hear stories that women, when their husband come to have fun with them, certified exercise, and the woman says, don't touch me unless you buy me this. Don't buy, you cannot come here. I won't. That may lead to violence. And if that violence materializes, I am not God. God will tell that man, you have not done too badly. You tell the same woman, you have not done too very well. Get my point? That is on the woman to the man. The other way around, a man may be coming late home, And the woman said, every time I cook food and care for you, don't come. You keep me awake. You go and enjoy yourself. You come back here. Yeah. Even the food I supposed to prepare, you don't eat. Wait. And you call it nagging. That is not nagging. But there's some causative agents to that nagging. You will ask yourself, woman, because when I go on lectures and women tell me this thing, you know, I ask them, go and find out where that your husband keeps late nights. Go and find out from the close friends what your husband tells them about enjoyment of that midnight and lateness to home. From there, you will know that you are the cause. Woman, you are the cause. If it is that your food is not good, go and learn the type of food the husband goes to eat outside. If you don't know how to prepare it, ask someone to teach you. Okay? The first day you cook it and the person tastes it, how wonderful. Okay? When I was giving lecture, the wife to the secretary to the government of a state I will not mention came to me and told me that the husband was not interested in her body. No matter what she did that time. Now she asked me, what shall I do?
Okay, I think we have to pause it there.
That girl.
Not just that.
Okay. Causes. That is the causes now.
Okay, let's pause it there. Let's take street worker. When we come back, you will continue from there. Please,
that's okay.
I'd like to listen to that story.
So we balance it.
Okay, join us now as we take street walk, please.
If you go into courtship with a man, at least, maybe for 1 year, you at least know about the man, the kind of person obu not beast obu. What you now do is that's one way of preventing that violence in marriage, so to say, domestic violence from a man. Then secondly, this is by forced marriage. This is I feel na okay we go. Then I megane or say wine opening no royen kanwa. The man no amamba monage. That issue stop. Let the woman follow her heart. Because when I follow her heart, invariably, I'm going to go the kind of person, you know. Kita bozo gana simman in Nigeria no one because of because of no Diego. Follow your heart. Marry because of love and for fear, above all, fear of God. Walking with fear of God. Or in fact, then fear of God will not even hit the wife. Incident that happened recently, the man doesn't, no matter how born again or else, it is not born again. The man ain't again fear of God.
What eating wine if I drama? But to my kita, do a drama the name. Obuna wine, no. Okwagi a boozy on a luno. We fed the capolicy, and a mapolicy, madam. Do a dozen mother name make it up. Wine will able see a jet water, or no labor hano. What I have over punching bag. 1 year on a DNA TV. On a low jagwanding when I get tea on. Work at tier 1 if O jagwanding will depend on the beating now. O jagwanding will send their mad nabmo. I just beat here the man. A metia cana, a man on mother cornaco. A bruisi. A kequaco chebujuno. On Google depends. Mukane, I could get a cool wound.
Obone Bonwaya, you know, dinner tigi. O tiagizi a bankete, kudo wechia. O tiquere bois, a wandi boon. Manabon and the boon etiazidio quono. A menede, Ijilaka Walungungo, Naba. Because he see, listen to Califa Buna. Kali mmadụ ịpụta ọbịa tibe gị ihe ọ nara eti gị ihe n'eburu anụmanụ ọnụnụ ka ọ nụrụ ọbịa bịa nna isi nna gị na ọ chọọ ịnụlụ gị ọnụlụ ya ije dose ibie so ọma mpụtazi bịa tibe gị ihe a si ise na ịbụ mmeede akpọtali ya mgbe ọbụla ime enwe obele ihe ọkwụọ gị ife ịghọtago na n'uche nke m ka m na-ekwu ọ bụ na etikarị ya nke nwaanyị apalụ ngwongwo ya si dị man na ọ yara anụ ọ bụzikwa na gị nwa bụ nwaanyị na ọ nwekwa nwaanyị ya na-asị fụtakwanụ na nwoke ya egbukwe ọ sịghị mba ka ọ nọlụ nwoke a na-etie before you know it nwoke etigbuo onye mana ọ bụ na nwoke nwanụ bụ breadwinner gị nwa bụ nwaanyị na onwe gbawakwuo mbọ nwaanyị ọbụla another advice m menyekwa ụmụ nwaanyị abụ nwaanyị ọbụla si na ọ chọọ ịnụ di ị na-aba into marriage make sure na inwe ihe nke gị ebe ego si abata gị aka so that oju nwoke isi inyeli efe nya nwe bili ọ chọọ ịnụ nwaanyị ọzọ nya nụọ idulu ụmụ chechọọ ụnụ ọzọ bili ịghọtago udo wee menidi wee chia ka ịdịkwanụ ndụ wee lie afụfụ ịta ọ bụrụkwanụ dị ikugbo ikita ụmụazị anyị mụtasịrị ha atolite sonya nwa nwoke ya mi enjoy gị nwa nwaanyị ị na-agokwe o.
Running off the time. Okay, welcome back. It is still Good Morning Anambra, and we're running off today. We are looking at preventing violence against women. This is one topic, you know, that's inexhaustible. So we scratch it today, and we'll continue some other time to ensure that this problem of you know, using women as a punchback will really end. That's what we are cut out to do. Okay, well, I don't know how long your story is, but then just sum it up because we are running out.
Yeah, well, for time, I think I have to cut it short, okay? What I'm trying to say is that in most cases, there are reasons why a woman nags. And there are reasons why a man can be annoyed to misbehave. That's using the word misbehave. But we are trying to beg men, never misbehave to the level of beating your wife. Okay? When we come to a platform where we have time enough, we analyze and come to the in-depth analysis of this. But come to the issue at stake, the singer and her husband, and the husband beating her to death. I am proposing that for whatever reason that led to beating this woman to death, he must have realized he's fallen now, but the dead is dead. That man should not end at apologizing to the family. He should not end at apologizing to the community. That man should be brought to the air. That man should be brought to the world to openly apologize to the children. I hope they have. And also apologize to the world. Excuse me. Apologize to the womanhood. Every woman in the world, apologize to them. And apologize also to men like us for disgracing us. Because a man who behaves like this is true that we are all animals, but that animal Nakaibe, that behavior was too animalistic.
Especially to Anambra men, because it was very unfortunate.
Yes, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to Anambra state.
Because I know that there's this impression they have about Anambra men. There's other states of this region will always say that Anambra people, they don't joke with their wives. That are the people that marry their wives. That other ones, their wives, if you marry you marry yourself.
I agree with you. He should come and apologize to us. Okay. And let it not be like the issue of the girl we had that fell from the staircase. And the case is by dying.
A whole lot of issues.
He cannot die. He cannot die.
Yes,
that man has committed a very big crime. But today we are talking about the singer and this husband. Let the government take note. Let the House Assembly take note. Let the law enforcement agents take note. Let this man not be left like that. He must be brought out to Hanet and Libo.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mrs. Edokwa, what's your final word as we go? Especially to women.
Quickly summing up, you know, reasons why women and all of that.
Okay. I want to say something in trying to sum up everything. There's an issue that some women enjoy being beaten. I want to say that is a very wrong conception or perception, because nobody like being beaten. It's just that it's a psychological issue. Just like I said before, men that beat their women, they are manipulative in nature. They've made those women to believe that the only time you get pampered, you are pampered, the only time you can get love and then get gift from your man is that time at the point that he's trying to apologize after maltreating you. He never gets to tell you I love you. He never gets to assure you of anything. He never gets to get you gift or anything, except after that beating, after that maltreatment, you see him being unloving and uncaring. And whenever that woman is looking forward to being loved and being cared for, as that hunger to be maltreated comes in. It's a psychological thing. So nobody loves. So what I'm trying to say this one is that, please, as we're talking about the battering aspect of it, let's even stop the verbal aspect of it. I think that's the worst part of it. There's no reason, there's no justification for trying to maltreat a human being, not talk of the person you've once said you love. The Bible said that the man should love the wife, even as Christ loved the church, that he gave himself. Do you understand me? So if you love that woman, you are not loving because she deserves it. Christ did not love us because we deserve it. He loved us because we deserve to be loved. Because he first loved us. So let us love your wife despite the shortcomings, despite her flaws, despite anything. Tolerate her, accommodate her. If you can't stand her and the provocation, please step out. Just give her a space. I'll take a walk. After the whole drama, you can just come back. But never. And women, please, if you cannot take the violence again, I say it. I started it in my Facebook page, and I thank God that so many people picked it up. Hashtag live to live. There's something that is called separation. It's not I'm against divorce for whatever, because the Bible is against it. But what I say, once your life is being threatened, please live to live.
Okay.
Stay there, pray from there, see solution from there, and then if anything works, if things works out, you can come back. If it doesn't work out, stay there and remain married.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Live to live. If your life is in danger, that's what we are going home with this morning. And I'd like to thank those of them that joined us this morning to look at, we have not exhausted this topic, I told you. We're going to continue because we have not looked about violence against women in politics, in religion, and a whole lot of things that's still a whole to talk about. Okay. Thank you very much, Sir Ogo Ezono. You're the founder, Save a Soul for African Foundation. And you're also a farmer and a father. And you have really talked like one this morning. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. I want to advise all men to love their wives. I love my wife. She's my best friend. Do the same in your family, and that won't be any violence.
Okay. Thank you also, Mrs. Edokwa, for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just love a woman and pamper her, and she will give you the best of her.
Wow.
Love the woman, pamper her.
You heard that, so I know you heard that one.
Well, she's actually giving me...
You want to get the best of her. I know.
She's giving me a message home, live to live.
Don't buy that one.
It's not applicable to men. It's just for women. Live to live. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, the cameraman. Thank you, the producer, Ify, the Ops Director, and everybody that made it happen this morning. Thank you. God bless you. My name is Sijama, and I've been around with Ebere.
Yeah, it's always amazing being with IJ. Thank you so much. I'm Ebere Ogun now. Well, tomorrow's another day. We'll be here again to bring to you the best of it all on The Breakfast Show. Thank you once again.
All right. Good morning.